Protest organizers in Sudan have warned of an increased risk of violence against demonstrators outside the army headquarters in the capital, Khartoum. The Sudanese Professionals Association says it is holding the Transitional Military Council responsible for the deaths of 3 people over the past 2 days. Protesters say the army is deploying reinforcements around the protest site, but a military spokesman says the area has become a threat to the country. The TMC has governed the country since the overthrow of long-serving President Omar al-Bashir last month. It is currently negotiating with civilian leaders about the transition to democracy. Let's get more on this story from the VOA's Naba Mahidin, who joins us live from Khartoum. Thank you for joining us on the program, Naba. So protest organizers have accused the Transitional Military Council of being responsible for the death of protesters in recent days. But how is the TMC reacting to this accusation?
Protest leaders are accusing TMC of killing the protesters, or accusing them with they put the total responsibility on them. And TMC has also had a press briefing saying that the area where protesters were killed is out of law, and they have the area is not controlled by the army, so they just justified this with it's out of the sitting area.
Yeah, we understand the army is deploying reinforcements around the protest site, but what's responsible for this, considering the fact that the military council promised not to use force against protesters?
The responsible of this is TMC, because the RSF forces around the sitting area and the area where the protesters were killed belong to the TMC, and they are ordered by TMC. So they are responsible of those forces and those troops.
Okay, well, what's the latest on the ongoing negotiations between the TMC and protest organizers at the moment?
Officially, the talks has been stopped and suspended since May 21. But there is a press briefing by the opposition, by some parties in the DFCF, saying that negotiation will have a final agreement very soon in those 2 days, hopefully.
Okay, finally, Naba, we hear that the Military Council has closed the offices of Qatar-based broadcaster Al Jazeera and withdrawn its staff's work permit. Tell us more about that.
1 day before they shut down Al Jazeera channel, they also attacked one of the news agency which produced for many Arab channels and non-Arab channels. And they seized all of the gears and they stopped some of journalists. The day after that, they shut down Al Jazeera office and they took the licenses of the staff without any justification. And also some journalists and broadcasters were stopped last week and were in prison in RSF special prisons, belongs to RSF investigation services. So it's very, very obvious that they are trying to control the media and control the press, and that happens whenever they have something big they want to do. Like just yesterday, they also warned the diplomats of not going to the sitting area, and they also warned foreigners to not go to the sitting area. So it's just a part of something. It's not very relieving for the protesters, and they are so worried right now of the upcoming steps by the TMC.
VOA's Naba Mahidin speaks to us there from Khartoum. Thank you so much for joining us on Network Africa.